Yeah, I'm back, rising up out these ashes. It's June 3rd, 2024, evening time. It's laundry day. And the dryer been broke for like a couple months. I usually would have just got another one. You know, and I know somebody that that's all they do is deal with them, so it don't cost that much getting a used one that's like new. You know, yeah. He's on the up and up. So um, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get one this time. Not right now, anyway. I don't mind, doing it like this. Water bill super high already. You know, and I mean, which don't matter because I do wash the clothes out the house and then I bring them to the dryer. I'm not always washing it, you know, or my lady might, she gonna be washing it or something, Regardless, it gets washed, and then, I'm here. I've been to for these past couple of months, I've been to 3 different laundromats, and I like this one the best. It's, so, the first one I would go to, it's cool, you know, um, the, the, the guy that works there, he's very courteous. He likes to always open the door for someone before they're getting out. I'm like, man, and it's like not a front or a game. Like that's what he do. In fact, that's what he said too. Cause one day I got tired of it because I went to this place like 3 to 5 times already. So after like the second time, he and during that day of coming in and out, I was like, man, I'll do it. It's all good. He said, I enjoy this. I really like this. And he does. It's like, it's never no, because he don't have to. Nobody's asking him to do this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's expecting or prepared. At least I wasn't, you know. And there's times I was there drying clothes and he wasn't there. So he's the only one that actually does it. The other people, I don't even know who they are. They're probably there and I didn't know they worked there because it's probably so incognito. But it was like, man. But I was like, it's kind of getting uncomfortable. I can get this door. Like if I really need it, like if my hands is full or I got a couple things, which sometimes it can be. I might have 2 bags, one in my left, one in my right, and it's not heavy, so because I ain't gotta drag it. But if it was, then I'm like, I appreciate it. But I appreciate it every time, really. I just don't, you know. Next time I'll make sure I have some extra money to tip them if I happen to go there. But the time frame is kind of like they close at a particular time, so it's like it I don't have enough time to do what I need to do. So there was another one that closed. The next one, the second one, I found that out when one day I went to go dry the clothes from the first place I just mentioned, but it was after the time. So I was like, had to look up another one. Them guys still open for an hour and a half extra, and it was cool there. Went there before, and no issues. Nobody said nothing to me. I just went in there, tried my stuff, left. And then another time I went, there was a guy there, and he's just looking. He's saying hi. You know how people just look at you when you come in. I'm like, what's up, I don't know if I did it on the first go around. I probably was like, what the hell you looking at? What you looking at? It's a laundromat. Everybody's doing what they do. Everybody's in their own lane. Why you up on me like that? But I didn't take it personal. I just took it as, I'm not about to say nothing because it's probably just one of the moments where, sometimes people just stare off. I'm pretty sure I have, and then snap out of it and realize that you're looking at something. Your eyes is fixated on something or someone, but you're not noticing it. There's times I've done that and I'm not noticing that. You know what I'm saying? Till I snap out of it. But then he comes around. Hey, are you? He said something. Are you drying or something? He said something like that. Basically, it was something like, basically, I'm just in my mind. You're kind of, now you're lurking around me, and then you're asking me what I'm doing. Like, I'm worry about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say it like that. But that's how I'm feeling. So I say, what's it to you? You know? Like, you're coming out of nowhere asking me questions. You're already looking at me. Like what? Like, and he said, oh, nothing. I just seen if you needed some help or something. And then I just kept putting the clothes in the dryer. Trying to, he goes into the room. He don't storm off, but it was kind of like, and then he shuts the door. Then like, it don't dawn on me though. I'm still not putting two and two together, because I don't know. Could have, a restaurant, not a restroom, or a back area where you could get snacks. I don't, but he come back out and I see him help somebody else. I'm like, oh my. I said, man, do you work here? He said, yeah. I said, oh man, you was just trying to help. He said, yeah, I was just trying to help. I said, man, you know what? That's on me. My bad on that, man. I thought you was a regular schmegler, someone trying to be nosy all in my business. You know what I'm saying? If I pat him on the shoulder, not pat him on the shoulder, but it's all, did the, so it got lighthearted after that. He's just a cool person. He works there, and, he blended in real well. Like, he could have just been someone, waiting around, waiting for the laundry to get done. But overall, that was a cool experience, You know what I'm saying? It was cool, Good vibe. It was no hard feelings, And we both understood. He understood, I understood. But then, okay, so then I went back again, and he wasn't there. And, but somebody else was there. And it was like 8:10, 8:07, 8:10, somewhere around there, close to it. And that worker goes, oh, you can't, no more. I said, no more? What do you mean no more? There's no more laundry. I said, but it's just dryer. I ain't even got to wash. It's like, the worker's like, no, my manager told me 8 o'clock is a cutoff time. Then there's another guy there. He's like, oh, you just got that? I said, yeah. He said, well, just put it on 30 minutes, and just be at. I said, thank you, sir. And then she said, no. And then he said, no, I don't work here. But so pretty much he was trying to vouch for me. He was folding his clothes. And the worker was like, no, I still can't. I was hot about that. Because I really, I probably literally needed 30 minutes. They closed at 9. You know what I'm saying? They closed at 9. And so I had 40 something minutes, and I really didn't need that long. So, I don't know, man. I don't, the worker was just doing their job, but they're, they were letting me know that they got a kick out of, I ain't gonna tell you how, but they got a kick out of denying me, like they felt the power. It felt good to deny me. You see, my clothes was wet, so he didn't care about nothing about that. And like I said, the dryers was pretty good there. I wouldn't have needed the whole 40 minutes, you know. But that was on me for not knowing the proper times. So I had to accept. I guess I had to accept that. I had to accept that. But right, I had to accept that. Their rules is the rules, and it says it's up there. So I couldn't just go off on them. Like they were in the right. You know. I haven't noticed, but they probably need to put they reserve the right to refuse service to anyone on there. You know, just in case somebody wants to get mad and turn it into that, and then they can just be like, hey, we just don't want your service. It might be up there. One day I'm gonna check and see. I get back with you. So I'm looking, I'm just like, man, I just can't have these clothes sitting all night, man. It's wet, and it's just like I got things to do in the morning. And that's when I found this place. Yeah, and it's past, it's past 9 o'clock. What's going on? I gotta go check the wash, or not the wash, but the dryer around 9:31. 9:30 actually. I want to be in there a minute before it shuts off or something. But yeah, so that's why I here pop my quarters in. I ain't gotta use. I don't mind using my my debit card. But the thing about the debit card was, see, this is why I like this one too. It already a minimum starts at like $2 or something. Well, which ain't bad, I guess, because I put like 2 in here, and then I went back to check. Then I put like, I don't know how many more, but it's gonna be done in about like 20 minutes or something. So $2 to $4. But I don't know, something about I like this better because of the quarters. I could put in 4 quarters, and it's gonna start. It ain't making me. It ain't a minimal I have to use. It's 25 cents. I think I put in. Yeah, 25 cents is the minimum. Real deal quarters. No tokens. No, I have to go through all this extra moves. Look, I'm trying to try these clothes. Tech want to give me boom, boom, boom. And they take it gladly. I know they make hella tips. 1 quarter at a time. Easy money, probably. You really ain't got to do nothing but keep it clean and have it open. That's pretty cool. Not a bad, thing to run. There might be a work here. I haven't seen one yet. I'm probably going to, It's like a low-key hood laundromat. You know what I'm saying? It's not putting the people through hard situations. Not everybody has a debit card. Not everybody, is trying to go have the proper change to go to a machine. Somebody might got all 20s in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Or higher, and they gotta put that whole thing in there because it ain't gonna give you change. There ain't no change machine to break it down to 5s or 10s. At least 10s. 10 might work these days. Inflation. All right, let the minimum payment work. Yeah, 10 work. Or somebody ain't gonna want to walk around with all that change in their pocket or put it up and have to get up out of here. Find a store or something somewhere to get the change. Now you just can't get change, so you gotta buy something just to get the change, so you can get the proper change to put the proper change in the laundromat. So all them steps. This is boom. You got quarters. You're in there. It's good. Bring them quarters. I ain't gonna lie, this my little quarters I've been putting in here. Let's see. I can't find it, but I have me. This little sandwich bag of a lot of change. You know what I'm saying? A lot of change. You know, I know y'all see these here. I know it's nickels, dimes, and pennies, but this is what I picked out. I picked the quarters up out of this. You know, it only takes quarters. If I miss my quarters, I done had like, what? I ain't been counting, but maybe around $17 to $19 just in quarters. It feels good to have quarters. You know, like an old man. Back in the day, there's my relative. They're, you know, they had an uncle. Like he'll come in, they was scheming on him. They was whispering like, psh, 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 psh. I heard, wait till you go back, watch this. I'm like, what? I'm trying to get in on it too. I don't know what it was, but it's just, they were excited about him being there. Well, I'm like, long story short, I can't remember the whole thing. I think we all went to like the room or something. And then he's leaving. Then when they leaving, they're peeping out, making sure, you know, seeing when he leave. As soon as he left, they shut the door or whatever. Then they go to where he's sitting at and picking up all the change. there was so much change that now that I think about it, that I think the uncle knew that was gonna be off that. So he was just like, let's see how they do me, you know. And if they, you know, let's see how they do me. So he probably was doing it on purpose, like knowing, like, okay, can't trust these fools. They can't wait to get this change, but since they my niece and nephew, you know, it's not like I don't want them to eat or nothing. So whatever fall out my pocket, that's what they get. Maybe he was like that. I don't know, because they were so excited, like that's the move, like that's their plan, that's their move, and that ain't no old man just being done like foolish, not knowing. You know, you could feel and hear the change coming out your pocket. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, because I don't know his, you know, I don't know, I can't remember his personality or anything like that, because we went back to the room. I just seen the results. I seen him scheming before he came. Now after, went straight to the couch, got, I don't even think they shared something with me. I don't even think they shared with me. Whatever. Cause I'm used to that for people. People act like they don't want to put you on their stuff, but they want you to put them on their stuff. Or they want you to put you, they don't put you on their move, but they want you to put you on their move. Like, man, I done went up the bat. I done took charges that, you know, and everybody got paid except for me, but I was the reason why everybody got paid. Nobody, you know, said, everybody could have took a little bit out of theirs and gave me something, you know. I wasn't even tripping, because I was just like a hustler, like money, you know, like, you know, I know it was gonna give me some money. I didn't take it, you know. I look back at it now, I'm like, damn, that is kind of selfish and greedy. And I didn't ask, and I didn't demand, like I said, because, you know, there's a good chance I had some money in my pocket. I just didn't want, you know what I'm saying, I wanted it to turn out good for everybody, and because it would have been bad if I didn't take that, you know, act like it was me, but it wasn't me. Because if it was, they wasn't going to get their situation straight. So I stepped up, unless someone stepped up, and I stepped up and took the rap for all that, and everybody ate but me. Like, that's crazy to think about. They probably was laughing at me like, we ain't giving him nothing. That's cold. I ain't giving him none. You give him some of yours. But I'm the reason for the whole play. They would have lost a whole bunch in their investment. That probably ruined their life financially, and if I didn't take the blame for that. But I digress because I'm really just talking about Laundry Day. But I guess I got into that. I don't even know how. I have to rewind or whatever to see how I even got to that, because that's totally off of what I'm on or was meaning to talk about. I can't even remember how I got there with that. But yeah, I got a little bit more time before I go check this. You know. This is also cool. Cat be out of town, coming through out of town. They need their clothes washed because I see a RV. They probably looked up this place. Was like, all right, this is get our clothes together. Rest here. Well, nobody can rest here because you can't park here more than an hour. And then get back on the road or find something. But yeah, cut the lawn today. Ooh, it was so much grass. It was almost to the kneecap. Like, some places was thicker than the other, of course, It's been going for like 3 weeks. I usually have to do it once a week if just to keep it looking cool, decent. But I let this go. I was gonna cut the neighbors, but right before I was almost done cutting, cut my lawn, it started raining. Like a cloud came, and I'm just like, and it started coming down, and I had a few more patches left. I was getting rained on. I was like, man, I'm too close to not to stop. Let me just get this. It's gonna probably be a little uneven because, yeah, you know how it goes. When the grass is wet. But I got most of it done. I was like, man, boom, at the last second. Still raining, and then I'm looking, I'm like, guess it's not meant to be, because I also I had to leave. I had to be somewhere by 1 p.m. And it was already like 12, because I looked at the clock. It was already like 12:34. It was already time to go. So everything just happened just like that. Timing just like that right there. They ain't got a lot of grass, but we're like the only ones that's been, our grass lawn been looking real bad together. Everybody else has been kind of cool. So I kind of wanted to, I was thinking like, man, oh boy, he be working on cars. He ain't never offered to see what's up with mine, but maybe it's too close to comfort. Maybe he don't want to have a bad situation or business go bad. And he don't really know me like that. I don't really know him like that. It's cordial though. I respect him. That we all respect each other. But we all mind our own business and don't be stepping on each other's toes. So he probably was like a rule, like, I don't want to have any dealings with them, and it turns bad, and we have to see each other every day type thing, because they're a different nationality, you know what I'm saying, culture, heritage, so, and a lot of them, they watch the news and they see a guy like me, I might go off or something, or think that, keep, don't want to have a problem, because they don't know, I look like, might look like a gangbanger or something, or somebody, even though they know, um, I'm really on my man, my grown man, and hold my house down, hold my house up together, and, take care of my children, my family, you know what I'm saying, my lady, so we're all kind of like doing the same thing and staying out of each other's way, but, um, That's just how it happened. I was gonna be like, man, he ain't never offered, you know, so I shouldn't. But I was like, nah, it's really not that serious. I'm cool, you know. Maybe tomorrow, you know, next time the sun's out, you know, I'll knock it out for him real quick. You know, just because I just want to. I feel like I'm gonna just go and do it. It's all good. They're gonna have to clean up the mess though. My leaf blower ain't working, and I'm not raking. And even though I got a bag on there, sometimes grass come out, you know. So it ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be cut. I'm gonna do the best I can, same way I did with mine. So all good. Yeah. So yeah, you know. So I actually kind of had a low key productive day. I mean, I have to have a productive day because I get bored, you know. And you only could like rest so much. Like I don't even know how because it's just like it give me a headache if I'm resting too long, if I'm sleeping too long. During COVID though, oh my gosh, before I was active now, I only got up to use the restroom, wash my hands, eat, use the restroom, sleep. It was a very non-productive time for me. But I gotta talk about that a little bit later. But you know, it was morning, and yeah. But I'm glad I got out of that because that was like one of the darkest times of my life. But you know, I used to cut the neighbor's yard. The landlord would duck some money off my rent. You know, so yep. Knock these yards out real quick. Yeah. So I guess that's what we got here. I'm about to go check on these calls. I would bring y'all in here, but y'all don't need to really know where I'm at. But don't forget to love yourself. You know, instead of hating others, don't forget to love yourself, man. Cause what are you doing if you're not? Hopefully you're not hating. Start from inside. You know, work out and work and let it work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Do yourself a favor. All right, I'm out. One love, peace.